Okay. I think you're going to squeeze the life out of this moment, Leanne, but you're allowed. So today's question of the day relates to tennis, of course, and we're asking you, what do you make of Kevin Anderson's victory to the semi-finals at Wimbledon? It is, of course, a big one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And tell us how you feel about that, and send us those responses to @MorningLive SABC, and please use the hashtag Morning Live.
That's absolutely wonderful. I mean, we've never had, in many years of South African getting this far and doing so well. I honestly didn't. I tuned in as a matter of courtesy. Honestly, I did. Because I was hoping he could do it, but I didn't think against Federer. I mean, he's the GOAT, right? There's no way that Anderson was going to come and beat Federer. And then I saw he was 2 sets down, and then he started fighting for that 1 set. And then suddenly the momentum just grew and grew and grew, and I thought, and then at one point it was like, oh my goodness, he could actually take this, and he did. And what a feeling. I hope he's feeling great this morning, and so he should. So well done to Kevin Anderson. Forget about Sakina Kamwendo.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just move on to the stories of the day, shall we?
All right, this is what to look out for today. This is a big one. In fact, do stay tuned. We're going to be talking to AfriForum in a short while. They are our guests here, Kali Kriel, and they are the ones behind Dudizane Zuma appearing in the Randburg Magistrates Court. Now, this is on 2 charges of culpable homicide. These charges actually relating back to a car crash that was held in 2014.
And then Statistics South Africa, they today expected to release the latest mining production data. President Ramaphosa heads to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates to assess the status of bilateral relations. This on the back of his, I think one could call, successful trip to Nigeria as well. So very busy times. Trending topics on Twitter. Let's rub the salt into the wound a little bit more. Look, Kevin Anderson is trending. Isn't that lovely? So beautiful. Well done.
No. Okay, Kevin Anderson, for all the reasons that are right. Our South African Kevin Anderson beating Roger Federer, making it to the semi-finals. Big encounter ahead of him again.
For the record, I am now Team Anderson.
Okay, thank you.
And he had better win this whole thing.
I wish I took a bet, because I know you're impossible to beat at a bet, so it would have been so nice to break your winning streak on that one.
I think you jinxed me.
Maybe. Croatia, England, there's another one for you. Did you see this coming?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
They're amazing.
Absolutely.
Croatia are a brilliant team, but the English not too happy. They're coming home, but they coming home, it's not coming home, because that was their whole slogan.
That was what that was about, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, Peter Drury and Mario Mandzukic, it all relates to that Croatia-England match. Peter Drury, his flowery language once again dominating, but people loving Peter Drury.
I love him, I really do. I found a new poet in my life, because he really does. I mean, he makes poetry on that field as you're watching. It's just fantastic.
Leanne,
except he wasn't happy last night.
Evidently, you don't watch the English Premier League.
I don't, and you know this about me.
Yeah, because trust me, if you're an Arsenal supporter, we don't care about Peter Drury, really.
Okay,
we
don't like him.
No.
But he was very upset last night, and he was really trying to be not biased or upset, and I think that's why also he was training. And then, of course, the big goal scorer, the man behind Croatia going through to the finals, and he scoring that last goal, and of course he deserves to be a trending topic as well. So well done to Croatia. Can you believe only sports stories trending? Doesn't matter what's happening on the news front, you cannot beat sports at this point in time.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've never asked Rob Byrne, which team he actually supports in the World Cup. And Rob, who are you rooting for?
Right at the beginning of the tournament, I picked Croatia to take it. Croatia are my team. There's a bunch of strong guys, and they've got enough finesse about them as well. And that's a very hard combination, I think, to work around. Because you saw last night, they were sort of pushing England around a bit, maybe put them off their game, but they still had enough flair to win the game. So, SK, I'm still in it. Unlike others. All right, let's get to a look at the roads this morning. Pretoria East, let's start there. The power outage still in place. What we saw yesterday, there's a terrific amount of traffic traffic lights out in this sort of Pretoria East region, along routes like Solomon, Mishlangu and Linwood and Atterbury and Garsfontein, so they're really busy commuting routes. But what we saw yesterday was it needs to get to about sort of 8 o'clock to get the traffic volume to really start slowing things down. This time of morning you can get through, but, be cautious. Treat those affected junctions as four-way stops. A little later this morning, it will just be slow through that area. Otherwise, we're looking at the closure of Chapman's Peak Drive in Cape Town. If you're on the South Peninsula side, Chappies is closed ahead of the storm that's due to arrive into Cape Town a little bit later this morning. So Kaapstad will be the alternative route to take there. And two really big closures this weekend. I want you to know about these because there will be a major impact, perhaps nowhere bigger than Cape Town. It's the complete closure, complete shutdown of the N1 outbound from Friday, 7 o'clock, right through the weekend until 4 a.m. Monday. If you've got to get out of Cape Town this weekend using the N1, and that travel takes you out through Bellville and Brackenfell, probably a good idea to be thinking about some alternative routes. You'll be sort of taken off and sent down a combination of Old Oak and Franz Conradi and Brackenfell Boulevard, and you can imagine all that highway hitting those local routes. It's going to be gridlock, so think about maybe the N2 outbound or something like that, alternative routes, or the back roads through Durbanville, something like that. And then if you're driving to Durban, Saturday and Sunday disruptions on the N3, the road will be closed at Hammersdale, just closed at the Hammersdale interchange, so all the trucks and everybody else will go off at the off-ramp, back on at the on-ramp. It will be disruptive. It's from 6 o'clock on Saturday until 6 p.m. in the evening, and then a repeat of that Sunday, so 12-hour closures Saturday and Sunday. Make sure you're coming off at Cato Ridge and taking the R103 as the way to avoid it. That's the latest with the Morning Live Traffic Report. I'm Rob Byrne. Let's get away.